We have Alex Thompson for Nebraska taking on number 18, Cole Werner. Werner, senior. Thompson is a red shirt freshman going at it right now. 20 seconds in, and really no guy getting anything going. They're both going to be in the stand-up position. Werner having a 1-3 record so far early in the season. 0-1 in duels. The only duel loss was to Sydney Flores of Air Force just a few nights ago. Also lost to number 2 Josh Portillo of UNK in the Cowboy Invite as well, which the Cowboys hosted. .50 seconds in, 2:10 remaining in the first period. Really nothing going. Both wrestlers feeling each other out. Thompson get take. The initiative has got one leg hooked, looking to get the takedown early. Werner trying to stay up here. There's the 2 points for Alex Thompson. They go out of bounds off the mat. They're going to reset here. It will be Werner on the bottom position. 2-0. Thompson leads early. 1:54 remaining in the opening period. Thompson 5-3 on the year. Finished 4th at the Journeyman's Collegiate Classic in New York on November 10th. And most recently, got a 2nd place finish at the Daktronics Open just this last weekend as Thompson throws Werner back to the mat. It's 2-0. Riding time up to 22 seconds.
Escape. Werner.
An escape for Werner makes it 2-1 with a minute and a half to go halfway through this opening period. Here in this opening match at the Devaney Center between Nebraska and Wyoming. Jeff Ekstrom along with you here on Big Ten Plus. There's another shot there by Thompson trying to hook one around. And now Thompson trying to hook one out. Gets him down to the floor. Still nothing called here by the referee. .50 seconds to go, and right as they go out of bounds, Alex Thompson with another takedown. It's 4-1 in favor of the redshirt freshman. 49.1 seconds to go in this opening period at 125 pounds. Husker faithful and Wyoming faithful alike packing in here to the Vandy Center tonight. Opening night for Nebraska. Thompson well in control. Riding time up to 35 seconds. There's 35 seconds left in the opening period. Werner trying to break loose. He's up on his feet, able to break the hands, and it's another escape for Werner. Makes it 4-2. The advantage with Thompson. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. The last second. Scurry. Werner had an opportunity. It was a little too late, though, at the end of the first period. At the end of one, it is 4-2 in the favor of Alex Thompson. As he will have the choice, and he will start on bottom to begin this second period. Thompson took a redshirt year last season, went 13-2 overall, including a 4th place finish at the Daktronics Open and a couple of victories at the UNK Holiday Open and the Dave Edmonds Open as well. Werner throws the Cornhusker to the mat. It's giving me an opportunity for Werner to get some riding time and possibly get the redshirt freshman on his back. Thompson slowly getting on his feet. Does. Look at the break, the grip. Werner gets him in the air, gets it back down on his knees. Both go off the mat. They'll stay in the position. Thompson will be on bottom still. Werner is coming off a season in which he did qualify for the 2019 NCAA championships. He did not place, but he finished the year 22-15, 9-6 in duels 1 year ago, including knocking off 3 opponents, and one of those being Nebraska's Zeke Moisey last year, one of the opening duels of the season. Of course, Thompson is replacing the graduate transfer from a year ago in Zeke Moisey. And now Thompson trying to break free here. Riding time is now a slight advantage here for Werner. 1:05 left here in the second period. Werner looking like he was getting a little too high on Thompson. He's going to shut things down right now. Werner doing all he can to turn Thompson here. Thompson is able to try to look for the reversal. So no position change. And they are off the map, but the escape going to Alex Thompson. It's 5-2 with 30 seconds to go in the second period. Riding time, 43 seconds in favor of Werner. $20 seconds. Less than 10 seconds. And looks like they're just going to ride out the second period here. 2-1. There it is. Most of the period spent on the bottom for Alex Thompson, but he gets the escape and has a 5-2 advantage going into the third. Werner will be on bottom to begin here. Werner, a transfer from Western Wyoming Community College. Came here 3 years ago. He gets the escape, makes it 5-3. A takedown would tie it. Riding time, not a factor, but does have 35 seconds in the advantage of Werner. So if he can get a takedown and ride Thompson for a little bit, he could have the opportunity to pull this one out. He's got 1:35 to do so. Both guys are really looking for their shot. 1:15 to go here in the third. In this opening match between Nebraska and Wyoming. Jeff Ekstrom along with you here on Big Ten Plus.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in period 3.
1 minute to go. Werner takes a shot. Thompson looking to wrap around. They get a takedown. Werner's able to flatten out. Both wrestlers stuck near the edge of the mat. "35 seconds, and they're both going to be out. You heard the coaches from Wyoming tell Werner he's wasting too much time and had to get out of bounds, and he did. Both will be in the neutral position. With 34 seconds to go, 5-3 Thompson leads over the 18th ranked wrestler in the country, Cole Werner. Werner not off to a great start of the season at 1-3, trying to avoid his fourth loss. Thompson trying to get the sixth win. Down to 15 seconds. Werner's got to go for it. He's got 8. Trying to toss. Thompson, but he's staying strong. 2 seconds. Oh, there's 2. Oh, a near fall. Are they going to count it?
Takedown, Werner.
No near fall. But a last-second takedown by Cole. Werner is going to send this thing into overtime. Wow. 1 minute overtime period. It is sudden victory. And here we go. And these were one of these weights where Wyoming felt like they could win. And if they want any chance of this duel, they need to win matches like these tonight. 50 seconds left, first overtime period. Score is 5-5 between Thompson and Werner. Thompson goes in for a shot. But Werner's able to have some nice defense. Stop things there. Both on the edge of the mat. 25 seconds. Really just nothing going on. "15 seconds. Husker fans want 2. Still neutral, and they go out. Wow, Nebraska fans are not happy about that. And there comes the challenge brick thrown immediately by Mark Manning. They want to review whether or not that was a takedown there at the edge of the mat. And again, you might as well. This could be the match. They're going to go take a look at it.
Nebraska is challenging that there was a takedown on the mat.
And let's remind you how we got here. We're tied at 5, 9.6 seconds to go in this overtime period. The 125-pound match. It was 5-3 for most of the third period, but Cole Werner on the far side of the mat was able to throw Thompson and get a last-second takedown of 2 points. Literally 3 seconds to go on the clock to tie things up at 5 and send this thing into overtime. And now Nebraska is challenging and called by the referees of whether or not there was a takedown near the edge of the mat with 9.6 seconds to go in the overtime period. And Thompson's a guy who Mark Manning and his staff really like. 4-time Iowa State champion. Did really well in his redshirt season. And has some high expectations for him. Again, only a redshirt freshman. So he's going to be here for a few more years. Wrestled at Underwood High School in Neolo, Iowa. Was a 2-time Iowa Dan Gable 1A Wrestler of the Year in 2017 and 2018. Here's the call. And they're going to get no takedown after review. So we stay in the neutral position here with 9.6 seconds to go in overtime. Going for a shot, Werner. Looks like he has mostly control. Under 1 second to go. Oh, Thompson almost flipped it. The overtime period is over. Both guys look like they could have an opportunity to end it.
Still tied at 5.
But we head to Sun victory periods of 30 seconds. Again, we'll have 2 30-second periods here, unless there's a takedown reversal. Thompson will start on bottom to begin Sun victory period number 1. Werner slams Thompson back down to the mat. Tied at 5, 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Werner trying to get Thompson over, but not allowing an escape point is what you asked for, and Werner answered back yes and does not allow an escape. So now all he has to do is make an escape, and it's over. He'll have 30 seconds to work with. And they're going to let him up.
1 point escape, Werner.
So no, the escape won't matter. Six to 5. Thompson. 15 seconds. Thompson's got to act here if he wants a chance to win it. 8 seconds. 5. Going for a stalling warning there on Werner, but it really isn't going to matter. That's the end of the match.
At 125,
and the winner is Cole Werner.
Cole Werner.
After 2 Sun victory periods, gets the win, the 6-5 decision. So Wyoming leads the match early.
Altus, Oklahoma, Montorie Bridges.
3-0.
And at 133, for your Huskers, from Olathe, Kansas, Zach Hensley.
And now we move on to 133 pounds. Montori Bridges for Wyoming taking on Zach Hensley right away. Hensley's going to get a takedown on the 2019 All-American.
Escape Bridges.
Check that was 2018, but Montori Bridges is an All-American all the way back in 2018 when he finished 8th to clinch All-American status. Two nothing. Bridges with escape and another takedown by Hensley. Hensley, the senior, 11-4 overall last year. He's 4-0, would begin one this year, and this certainly would be a good way to jumpstart his senior campaign with some big momentum. Bridges gets the escape, makes it 4-2 early on. 1:45 to go in the opening period at 133 pounds. Bridges is, though, coming off a year which he finished 31-10, 16-3 in duels. Career high 10 wins over ranked opponents. Was the Big 12 championship runner-up. He eventually lost to Oklahoma State's Dayton Fix, but did qualify for the NCAA championships as the 12th seed. Did not place. But again, a very quality wrestler for this Wyoming squad. He's from Altus, Oklahoma, in the southwest edge of the Sooner State. And is 5-1 to begin this year, including 1-0 duels when he defeated Jared Van Vliet of Air Force in a 3-2 decision. The only loss came to Northern Colorado's Theorius Robinson in a 3-2 decision. We have 53 seconds to go here in this opening period. 4-2, Zach Hensley leads the 2018 All-American here. Both are off the mat. We'll start in neutral position with 41 seconds to go. Hensley 4-1 to begin the new campaign. Had a third place finish at the Journeyman Collegiate Classic. He finished 2-1 there. He did not play, did not wrestle at the Daktronics Open this past weekend. But a rare opportunity for the senior because Tucker Schommeling was hurt at the Daktronics Open, a guy who Nebraska they was planning to put that starting position spot. But it opened up the opportunity for the senior, and he's starting off things good with a 4-1 record and a 4-2 lead with 9 seconds to go in the opening period over Monterey Bridges. And they both go off the mat. Both will be in neutral position with 1 second to go in this first period. 4-2 is the score for Hensley. That buzzer ends the opening period. 4-2, Hensley leads Bridges. As we go to the second period, Hensley will start on bottom. Hensley up on his feet very, very quickly, but gets taken down just as quick by Bridges. And both go off the mat. They're going to reset in the center with Hensley still on bottom. It's been an interesting journey here for the senior. Before coming to Nebraska, it's his second year here for the Cornhuskers. Beforehand, he was at Iowa Central Community College in Fort Dodge, Iowa, where he was the NJCAA runner-up and All-American at 133 pounds in 2017, including a fifth place finish at the Daktronics Open. So plenty of success before for Hensley, including a 150-23 high school career at St. James Academy in Lenexa, Kansas. Minute 20 to go in the second period. Nothing has been scored, but Bridges once again slams Hensley down to the mat. Riding time still only up to the advantage of Bridges at 27 seconds, so that's not a factor just yet. And they will go back to the Giant N logo in the middle with 1:09 remaining in the second period. Wyoming leads the duel 3-0 after the 125-pound match where Cole Werner beat Alex Thompson and Sun victory 6-5.
One minute remaining in period 2.
1 minute remaining here in the second period. Jeff Ekstrom along with you on Big Ten Plus. Nebraska, Wyoming. Nebraska season opener. And really, their first weekend where they'll have their full team go at it in duels. They will head to Cedar Falls, Iowa on Sunday to take on number 17 Northern Iowa. Now Bridges trying to cradle up Hensley. He's got near fall points coming, looking for the pin. Not quite a cradling up, but he does get him on near fall points nonetheless. Riding time up to a minute 21 for Bridges. Plenty of points coming towards the junior from Altus. And that's 4 near fall points. As the second period comes to an end, and just like that, Bridges takes a 6-4 lead going into the third. And to make things better for Bridges, he will start on bottom. But again, these are the type of weights going into today's duel that Wyoming was planning and hoping to win. And of course, Bridges being an All-American and qualifying for the NCAA tournament a year ago, certainly hoped it would be the case. And right now, he leads at 7-4. But with the wins that Wyoming needs tonight, they need these weights they have the advantage of with bonus points, because once you get into Nebraska's specialty up in the middle and upper weights, it's going to be pretty hard not to give up bonus point victories. Bridges attacking quickly here. Minute 20 to go here in the third period. 7-4 Bridges leads over Hensley here at 133 pounds. They call a stalemate, so reset here in the middle with 1:04 to go between Hensley and Bridges.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute to go. Bridges back in the year. He did qualify for All-American status. Finished third at the Big 12 championships. And he was seeded number 8 in the year. He eventually reached the quarterfinals before being defeated by the eventual national champion, Seth Gross of South Dakota State. As Bridges gets another takedown on Hensley, lets Hensley up quite easily. It's 9-5. 30 seconds to go. But again, yeah, Bridges has the idea. He needs to get a bonus point win here. And another takedown. Makes it 11-5. Riding time at 1:35 for Bridges, so an extra point there. 15 seconds to go. They go out. So based on it right now, he at least would need one more takedown. Plus the riding time point would give him a major decision. Yeah, they did give him the escape now. Bridges needs another takedown. 10 seconds to go. Bridges gets another 2. Makes it 13-6. And it ends it. Riding time bonus gives them the 14-6 victory and the major decision. And Wyoming leads the match early, 7-0.
For Wyoming, Montori Bridges. Up next at 141 for the Cowboys. From Poway, California, Chase Zolman. And at 141 for your Husker. From Indianapolis, Indiana,
Moving on to 141 pounds, it's give me the redshirt freshman for Wyoming, Chase Zolman, taking on the number 7th ranked wrestler at 141 pounds, Chadred Jr., the redshirt junior, a 2-time All-American for Nebraska. Just recently, an article released on the Huskers website, a fantastic article chronicling the Reds' mental struggles and being able to overcome that and become even a better wrestler. And he's off to a 3-1 start to the season, and he gets a takedown 25 seconds into the second period. He leads 2-0 over Zolman. Red finished 8th at the NCAA Championships last season, 2nd at the Big Ten Championships. He only lost to Ohio State's Joey McKenna. Finished with a 22-14 record, 8-8 in duels. But for Zolman, redshirted last year, went 5-4 overall. But this year, off to a 5-3 start, he won his weight class at the Northern Colorado Open with a 4-0 record. And now Red trying to get him up here and get some near fall points. He's well in control of this one with 1:50 to go in the first period. Trying to get him on his back. And they're going to call a potentially dangerous move on Chad Red Jr. So they are going to reset here in the middle. Referee, just a quick discussion of the two-time All-American. The season before that, his redshirt freshman year, finished 7th at the Big Ten Championships and at the NCAA Championships. Was unseeded. It was eventually able to make his way to All-American status, including pinning that defending champion, Dean Heil of Oklahoma State, in the round of 12 to clinch his All-American honors. Red still in position here. He leads 2-0 with 1 minute to go in the first period. Riding time up to 1:40, so Red well in control of that. Zolman just trying to avoid getting pinned here. But he still has to survive for 45 more seconds. Escape there for Zolman. 2-1. 30 seconds to go. And we got blood. And no call time here just to get it. They resume play here. 25 seconds to go. 2-1 Red leads. And again, it just feels like Zolman just not lucky, but just really has been on his heels this entire first period. 5 seconds to go. Red trying to go for a shot. Zolman sprawls out, and that ends the first period. 2-1 your score. Certainly something you're like if you're Wyoming, but again, Zolman hasn't really been able to create anything. Red will go down on bottom. Red's trying to spin his way out of the grips of Zolman. Almost does. Near the edge of the mat. So we have a locked hands call on Zolman. So Red will get a point, make it 3-1. Riding time up still at 1:31, advantage for Red. So 3-1 is your score. 1:27 to go here in the second period. Caution warning there on Zolman. He got a head start there. Thompson, Chad Red, almost spun his way for an escape. He eventually does. 4-1. And now, if you're Mark Manning and his staff, now you go tell him to go attack here. Hopefully get a bonus point win for Nebraska. They're down 7-0 to begin this duel through 2 weights. Zolman, though, is playing him pretty tough. .40 seconds to go, second period. Red going after one. Stall warning called on Zolman. Red got one leg hooked. Looking to get anything going here. 20 seconds to go. Stall warning already on Zolman, but they're going to call a stalemate. So they're both going to reset in the neutral position with 16.8 seconds to go in the second period. End of the second period comes to an end. Your score is still Chad Red Jr. leading to Chase Zolman at 4-1. Zolman will go on bottom. And again, he really hasn't been able to create anything as of just good, being a good defensive match for Zolman, but I think if you're Wyoming, if you get out of this one with not giving up a bonus point win, it's almost a victory there. Zolman was able to get on his feet for a second. Now Red try to get Zolman on his back. Minute and a half to go, riding time now close to 2 minutes, so the extra bonus point already locked up for Red. We're now trying to get some more points here and get a bonus point win. Zolman being stubborn, not let up anything easy here for Red. Just under a minute to go in the third period. 4-1 is the lead for the redshirt junior. .40 seconds to go. 35, and we have another stalemate call between Zolman and Red. They're going to once again restart here in the center with Zolman still on bottom. .30 seconds to go. 20 seconds. Red will ride this one out to a victory, most likely here. Zolman was stubborn in this match not to give up anything to Red, but he doesn't let up a bonus point win. The clock will run out, and Chad Red Jr. moves to 4-1 on the year with a 5-1 win over Chase Zolman. So through 3 weights, Wyoming leads Nebraska 7-3. But Chatterer Jr. getting a 5-1 decision to get the Huskers on the board. So we move on to the fourth weight of the night at 141 pounds, where it's going to be Jaron Jensen of Wyoming taking on the number 19th ranked wrestler in the country, Cullen Purington. Purington, a senior for Nebraska, while Jensen is a junior. So a couple of upperclassmen going at it here for the Cowboys and the Huskers. Jensen 4-1 on the year, including his lone dual win against Air Force's Dylan Martinez by a 6-4 decision. Purington also 1-0, coming against a victory over Chadron State in a duel. For Purington, split time a year ago with Jordan Shear a lot, so this is looks to be a year where he will get the 149-pound class, mostly to himself. There's a guy by the name of Yvonne Davenport, a freshman from Detroit, Michigan for Nebraska, who could push him for some playing time if Davenport is able to prove himself. Davenport really was able to showcase his ability back at the Journeyman's Class Daktronics Open, pinning an intake qualifier from South Dakota State to win the championship. The Purington gets to the spot today. He's 4-0 on the year, including a first-place finish at the Journeyman's Collegiate Classic in New York. Last season, again, really splitting time with Jordan Shear. He was 8-6 a year ago, 2-2 in duels, including just one dual win in the Big Ten, but that was only the one duel they had. Minute 10 to go, first period. Still no score on the board. Well, for Jensen, he is a junior with a 4-1 record on the year. Was the 3-1 at the Cowboy Invite and finished runner-up in his weight class. In the 4 of 5 matches he has wrestled have come by decision, so this one could go the distance. A year ago, he finished 18-20, 7-10 in duels. In his first season in the lineup, he did win the Cowboy Invite a year ago as well, going 4-0, 8th at the Big 12 Championships, just a spot short of qualifying for the NCAA Championships there in Pittsburgh. 25 seconds, still nothing going for each wrestler. Just under 20 seconds. Under 10 seconds, shot by Purington, has a chance to get one here at the end. There's 2 points for the senior. And there goes the buzzer, and Colin Purington pulls out a takedown at the end of the first period to take a 2-0 lead going into the second. Purington gets to decide where he wants to go. He will go on bottom to begin the second period. Jensen will be on top. Two-point reversal for Purington. Would not let Jensen go. Hung on to him. Oh boy, near fall points. It was getting counted, but they do go out of bounds. So Purington still with a 4-0 advantage. He'll be on top. 1:43 to go. Second period. Riding time really not a factor. Purington with a 5-second lead in that category. Purington shoves Jensen away to make it 4-1. Minute 20 to go, second period. Jensen tried to go after Purinton there. Nothing goes, though, with 50 seconds to go. Shot by Purinton, but Jensen sprawls out quite nicely. 45 seconds. .30 seconds to go, and finally the referee calls a stalemate with exactly 30 seconds. They resume very quickly here. 4-1 is the advantage for Purinton. Ten seconds to go. Purinton with a reversal and giving up an escape to Jensen, and that's all the action here in the second period. We go to the third with the senior leading Jensen 4-1. And Jensen will be on bottom to begin things here. Riding time of 20 seconds for Purinton. So that not a factor quite yet. Escape by Jensen. 4-2, a takedown away from tying things up. If they can get one here. Both guys standing up, pushing away from each other. Minute 25 to go. Jeff Ekstrom along with you here on Big Ten Plus. Nebraska Wrestling taking on the visiting Wyoming Cowboys. Wyoming part of the Big 12, Nebraska in the Big 10. Both guys out of the mat. Nebraska didn't like that call, but both guys' feet were out. Minute 5 to go in the third period. 4-2, Purinton leads.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in period 3.
Purinton trying to get takedown, does on Jensen. Makes it 6-2 and almost out of reach here. Purinton's feet slips out beyond the white line. They'll reset in the middle with Jensen on bottom and Purinton with a 6-2 lead with 45 seconds to go. Seconds, escape for Jensen. But he's gonna need a little help. Purinton with another shot. And battle for here, still in neutral. And now Purinton got Jensen on his back. Near fall coming, 2 points coming for the senior for Nebraska. 10-3 to score with 20 seconds to go. And it looks like Wyoming might want to challenge that decision there. Head coach Mark Branch in his 12th season for the Cowboys is not happy with that call. Let's see what they call here. It's gonna be near fall regardless. Again, Mark Branch getting a word in. He's been very adamant tonight in the first few matches of calls he hasn't liked. Still 10-3 to score, under 20 seconds to go. Purinton slams Jensen down on the mat. Both go out with 12 seconds to go. This match all but locked up for Purinton. If Purinton wants a major decision, they'll need one more point. Riding time will get there for Purinton. He'll get the riding time. Point there. It looks like a stalling warning on Purinton, but 10-3 is the score. 1.4 seconds to go. Riding time up over a minute for Purinton. He will get the major decision and the win, 11-3. And Nebraska ties this duel up at 7. So through 4 weights, we're tied at 7 between Wyoming and Nebraska. And the next one should be interesting. 2 redshirt freshmen going at it. For Wyoming, it's Logan Jensen, 6-4 on the year. And he's looking to get an early takedown here for Nebraska's Peyton Robb. Another redshirt freshman who's 4-0. Logan Jensen, the younger brother of Jaron Jensen. Both very active here at 157 pounds. Peyton Robb's got some big shoes to fill. He replaces former Husker Tyler Berger, who's a 3-time All-American and the 2019 national runner-up. One of the more prestigious Huskers to come through. And 2 points for a takedown for Peyton Robb. And Robb is a guy Mark Manning and his staff has preached about. They say he's a really tough guy, and he is going to surprise some people this year. Already 4-0 on the year. And really earned a spot in the Journeyman's Classic when he pinned his teammate Johnny Blankenship in the finals to really solidify his spot at 157 pounds. Last year in his redshirt year went 22-3. 13 of those victories coming from bonus points. Tied for third at the Daktronics Open. He was able to win all of the UNK Holiday, Doane, and Hastings Crusaders Opens. From Owatonna High School in Owatonna, Minnesota. Was the second-ranked 160-pounder in the country and the number 26 pound-for-pound wrestler in the country. Now trying to tilt Jensen there. Couldn't get anything. So it's still 2-0 with 1:20 to go. There's a tilt again from Robb. He's going to get some near fall points coming his way. 1 minute to go. 4 near fall coming for Peyton Robb. 6-0 your score. Jensen last season went 8-6, competing unattached in a handful of tournaments. Had 2 pins and 1 tech fall. He went to Harriman High School in South Jordan, Utah. Lettered all 4 years. Was a Utah State champ and both a freestyle and Greco Fargo All-American. Right now, it's Peyton Robb with the advantage, 6-0. Again, just getting to Jensen right now with 15 seconds to go. More near fall points coming. Peyton Robb using the tilt to his advantage. 2 more near falls. 8 points now for Robb. 8-0 the score as we go into the second period. This domination from the redshirt freshman for Owatonna, Minnesota. 8-0 your score. Jensen will start on bottom. Rob on top like he was the most of that first period. Riding time up to 2:35, so that point in clear advantage of Rob. And Rob just in complete control. Trying to get Jensen on his back and finish this match. Up to 3 minutes of riding time. Just 15 more seconds. He's locked that one up. 8-0 to score with 1:10 to go. Rob finished his high school career with a 155-6 record. Was a three-time state champ, first time in his school's history. And again, using the tilt to get more near fall. 45 seconds to go. Riding time already locked up. 4 more near fall points, making the score 12-0. This one all but surely locked up for Nebraska. Now, more importantly, Rob's going to be looking for the tech or the pin. 25 seconds to go, second period. Using the till, and now Jensen's going to reverse things. He gets the 2-point reversal. Makes it 12-2 with 5 seconds to go. That's going to end the second period. A late reversal by Jensen makes it 12-2 as we go to the third. We begin the third period. Peyton Robb with a 12-2 lead over Logan Jensen. Robb started here the third period on bottom. Riding time already locked up for the Cornhusker. Now Robb on his feet, looking to escape there. Nothing going as both run off the mat. They're going to reset in the middle with 1:33 to go. It has certainly packed in here on opening night for Nebraska's dual season here at the Devaney Center. Peyton Robb with the escape makes it 13-2 with 1:20 to go. 2-point takedown for Robb. 15-2 the score. 1:10 to go here in the third period.
One minute remaining in period number 3.
And now Robb again going to begin some near fall points and most likely lock up the match. 2 more near fall, and that does it. An 18-2 win for Robb, and a technical fall for Nebraska puts them to a 12-7 lead. We now move on to 165 pounds, where it's a clear advantage for Nebraska. Number 5, Isaiah White taking on Cole Moody For Wyoming, Moody, a redshirt freshman, is 6-3 on the year, while White, a senior, 4-0 on the year. He was a 2019 All-American. The first time he's done it here for Nebraska. Finished with a 25-9 overall record a year ago, 11-2 in duels, 5th at the Big Ten Championships, and had quite a resume. 21 of his 34 matches were against ranked opponents. Quite a tough schedule for Isaiah White, but he got All-American setters nonetheless, and has been one of the big contributors for this Nebraska team these past couple of seasons. Before coming to Nebraska, he was at Notre Dame College in South Euclid, Ohio, where he won a Division II 165-pound national championship in 2017. Both go off the mat. A stalling warning on Moody, because it's been Isaiah White who's really brought the action to the redshirt freshman. White finished first at the Journeyman Collegiate Classic, including a win over number 5 Josh Shields of Arizona State by a 7-1 decision. So already getting in some top-ranked opponents for White. Well, for Moody, 6-3 on the year. Went 3-1 at the Northern Colorado Open and 3-2 at the Cowboy Open. He redshirted in 2018-2019, where he went 14-3 with 9 wins coming via bonus points. Attended Bingham High School in South Jordan, Utah, where he's a 3-time state champ in 2016, 17, and 18. He's going against a monster in Isaiah White. Moody almost there. Could have gotten a takedown, but still the score at 0 apiece with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. 2 points, though, for Isaiah White to take an early lead. Both go off the mat. They're going to reset. Both wrestlers really, nothing really happening. Both go off the mat. They're going to reset again with 23 seconds to go in this opening period. 12-7, Nebraska leads this duel over Wyoming. Again, they are the big favorites coming in. Wyoming was able to win the first 2 matches, but it's been all Nebraska since, 3 straight wins. An escape for Moody makes it 2-1 with 5 seconds to go in the opening period. And that's the way it's going to end. Isaiah White, the 2019 All-American, slim 2-1 lead over Cole Moody. And Moody will start in bottom. Right away, White being aggressive. And again, looking back at what he had to go through a season ago, he did win the Cliff King Invite in Las Vegas, one of the more prestigious early season tournaments. Another escape for Moody, ties this thing up at 2. Riding time, 1 minute and 2 seconds, an advantage for White, and he gets the takedown. He takes a 4-2 lead. But with White, last year won the Cliff King Invite, including a win over eventual national champion Mekhi Lewis of Virginia Tech. But now both wrestlers going out of bounds, but as they move towards the center, White is just going to let Moody up, makes it 4-3 with 1 minute 20 to go in the second period.
1 minute remaining in period number 2.
1 minute to go here in the second period between White and Moody. Jeff Ekstrom here as you're watching Nebraska, Wyoming here on Big Ten Plus. Nebraska number 3 in the country, taking on the unranked Wyoming Cowboys. Moody goes in for a shot, nothing going. 30 seconds to go. White just pushes Moody away. Under 20. White goes in for a shot. It takes down the redshirt freshman. 6-3 your score. 10 seconds to go. Both go off the mat. They're going to reset. Moody hanging in there. Again, that's kind of been the theme as we're halfway through this duel, is that the big advantages for Nebraska, they've been able to win those, but a couple of these guys for Wyoming they've been tough and able to hang in, not giving up bonus points. It ends the second period with White with a 6-3 advantage. He'll have the decision of whether or not he wants to go on bottom or not, and he will, to begin things here in the third. Escape for White makes it 7-3. Riding time up to 1:26 for White, so he'll have that point as well. But Moody needs to get something going here. Need to get some offense. Minute 15. Again, White just throwing off Moody like paperweight. Minute to go.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in period 3.
Under 40 seconds to go, and again, it's been not a lot happening. Moody finally goes in for a shot. White sprawls out. And again, just nothing happening. Both go off the mat. 26 seconds to go, and stalling is again confirmed on the side of Moody, so White gets another point, making it 8-3. And a takedown for White with the riding time bonus would make it a major decision. White goes in for a shot, trying to get the takedown. He does. The 2 points coming. And with the riding time bonus, it's a major decision here for Isaiah White. And again, the referee's taking a look here. So they're going to erase the takedown. So it's a 9-3 win. It's a decision for Isaiah White, and Nebraska leads it 15-7 as we go to 174.
Up next at 174, for the Cowboys, from Sheridan, Wyoming, Hayden Hastings, and at 174, for your Huskers, from Easton, Pennsylvania, Mikey Lafleur.
at 174 pounds. We move on to the only ranked matchup, to the possibly only ranked matchup of the night. It's number 14, Hayden Hastings, taking on number 3 in the country for Nebraska, Mikey Labriola. And Labriola, one of the many bright spots for Nebraska a year ago, coming in as a redshirt freshman, finished 4th at the Big Ten Championships and eventually turned that in to a 6th place finish at the NCAA Championships in Pittsburgh to earn a 2019 All-American status. Finished the year 30-9 overall, 11-3 in duels, only 6-6 against top 20 opponents. But finished 4th at the Cliff Keen Invite and 1st at the Daktronics Open, and started the year off 5-1. And looking to get a win here over Hayden Hastings of Wyoming, who's 5-0 on the year. And last season qualified for the NCAA Championships, did not place, but had a 26-15 record, 11-4 in duels. In his first full season with the Cowboys, and Labriola going in for a shot. And there's the 2-point takedown for Labriola. Both go off the mat. And it's the redshirt sophomore with an early 2-0 lead. And no, they're not going to count a takedown there. So it's still 0-0 here between the two teams, between the two wrestlers, between Labriola and Hastings. Now Labriola will get the takedown with 1:20 to go. Both go off the mat once again. Hastings is homegrown for the Cowboys, heralding from Sheridan, Wyoming. Was a 3-time state finalist and 2-time state champ. Was listed as the number 18th ranked senior in the class of 2017, according to Internet. So had some hype surrounding him when he did commit to his home state, Cowboys of Wyoming. Right now he trails Mikey Labriola 2-0 with 1 minute to go in the first period.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in period number 1.
And Labriola almost caught Hastings there with a leg to try to get him on his back. Still 2-0. And just as Hastings looked like he was able to escape, Labriola threw him back, and now they're going to give an escape to Hastings after what looked like both were off the mat. The coaching staff of Nebraska doesn't like it, and it looks like the referees are going to take another look. They do have number 18, Tate Samuelson, up next at 184. And then have number 14, Brian Andrews, at heavyweight. This duel's certainly not over, but it would need the Cowboys to pull a lot of upsets. So after a lengthy review, they're going to reverse their call. It will be no escape for Hastings, and it's 2-0. But Hastings gets the escape anyway, and it's 2-1 with 25 seconds to go. The opening period, and Hastings goes in for a shot. And now Labriola looking to reverse things on what looked like could be a Hastings takedown. 8 seconds to go, first period. Counting down, and the first period comes to an end. An eventful 2-1 lead for Mikey Labriola as we go to the second with the Cornhusker on top. Labriola will start this one on bottom. He has the slim 2-1 lead. Riding time at 46 seconds here for Labriola, and he gets the escape to make it 3-1. Minute 35 to go, second period. Nebraska leads the duel 15-7. Jeff Action with you here on Big Ten Plus. Minute 5 to go. 3-1 still advantage for Labriola. Labriola, heralded from Bethlehem Catholic in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, was ranked 5th nationally in the class of 2017 and had much success in the wrestle crazy state that is Pennsylvania. 166 career wins in his high school career. And Labriola goes in for the shot, gets the 2-point takedown to make it 5-1 with 30 seconds to go in the second period. Inching up closer with the riding time, and now hits a minute, so the bonus point coming towards the redshirt sophomore. Both guys go off the mat. They'll reset with 12.5 seconds to go. 5-1 is the lead for Labriola. Final seconds ticking off the clock. And we go to the third and final period of this 174-pound match with Mikey Labriola leading Hayden Hastings 5-1. It was Hastings, just like he ended the second, begins on bottom, and this time Labriola is getting near fall points. Referee continuing to count him towards the Pennsylvania native. Now looking to see if he can pin him here. No, gets back on his stomach before near fall, going towards Labriola to make it 9-1 with 1:20 to go here in the third. Labriola nonchalantly lets Hastings up, and Hastings immediately goes on the attack. 1 minute to go in period number 3. 9-2 is the score with the riding time bonus locked up by Labriola. And both guys will stick up in the neutral position with 45 seconds to go. 25 seconds. Labriello goes in for another shot, but the left leg wrapped up. 15 seconds. Five seconds. And that will end the match. Riding time bonus to Labriola, and it's a major decision. 10-2 win for the redshirt sophomore. And Nebraska extends their lead to 19-7. And we move on to our final three matches of the night. As is now at 184 pounds, number 18 ranked Tate Samuelson, a sophomore for the Cowboys, will take on the number 3 ranked 184 pounder in the country in Taylor Venz, the junior. Will look to get some more bonus points for Nebraska. Nebraska wins the match. They will lock up the duel as they hold a 19-7 lead. Venz, 3-1 on the year, hasn't wrestled a lot. Finished second at the Journeyman Classic in New York. And that loss coming to the 174-pound defending national champion Zahid Valencia of Arizona State. And a year ago, after reaching All-American status in his freshman season, failed to do that a year ago when he did not place. Lost to Virginia Tech Zach Zavatsky in the round of 12 by a 5-4 decision to deny him a second straight year of All-American status. And now Ben's going in for a shot and is able to turn around and get the 2-point takedown. Both go off the mat and reset. Venz with the early 2-0 lead with 1:31 to go in the first period. For Samuelson, 3-1 on the year, 2-1 at the Northern Colorado Open. Defeated Air Force's Jake Thompson 5-1 in the recent duel. Last season was Samuelson, the only true freshman in that Cowboys lineup in 2019 that won 16 duels, second most in school history. Went 23-9, 8-1 in those duels, with 3 pins and 3 major decisions. Did qualify for the NCAA championships, but did not place. 6th at the Big 12 championships, including 3 ranked wins.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
1 minute to go in the first period here between Venz and Samuelson. An escape for Samuelson, and you can tell there's a difference between these two wrestlers. It's Samuelson who's a little taller and a little more lengthier than Venz is. But right now, it's Venz with a 2-1 advantage. We have a stalemate, so both will go back in the middle of the big N logo. Jeff Ekstrom with you here on Big Ten Plus. Nebraska leads the duel against Wyoming 19-7. Venz looking for the takedown, and Samuelson just falls on the junior, and it's a takedown for the sophomore. So it's 3-2 now. Samuelson will carry that lead into the second period.
Escape
Venz starts the match on bottom, gets the escape, makes it 3-3, and now goes on the attack immediately and gets the takedown for a 5-3 lead. And there, as Venz was trying to keep Samuelson from escaping, he gets the reversal to tie this one up at 5. Well, it just looks like the little things that Venz is not able to execute is costing him here in a 5-5 tie right now. He gets the escape to take the lead 6-5. 50 seconds to go in the second period. Venz with another shot. Samuelson's able to sprawl out. Ten seconds to go in this second period. Taylor Venz leading Tate Samuelson 6-5, a slim lead for the number 3 wrestler in the country. And we go to the third period. 6-5, Venz with the slim advantage. And Samuelson will begin on bottom. Nobody has advantage for riding time. And again, Wyoming will have to win this match if they still want to be in it. One more win by Nebraska. This duel is locked up. Samuelson with the escape. We have a tie match, 6-6. A little over a minute to go. Tied at 6 between Taylor Venz and Tate Samuelson. Venz once again rated number 3 in the country. Samuelson with a deep shot, and he is able to get the takedown and take the lead, 8-6. 39 seconds to go. Venz trying for the reversal, and he gets it, 8-8. When it just looked like Venz was in a dire situation, he gets the reversal, but an escape would give Samuelson the lead. And now, looking like he's going on for the tilt there, still at 8 with 15 seconds to go. And there it is, near fall points coming, and Venz looking like he will escape, but this victory, he will. 2-point near fall. A late reversal to tie things up at 8, and a very late near fall, 2 points to win the match, 11-8 for Taylor Venz.
Up next at 197 for Wyoming, from Loyal, Wisconsin, Stephen Buchanan, and for your Huskers at 197 from Tinley Park, Illinois, Eric Shaw.
We move on to our second to last match of the night at 197 pounds. Stephen Buchanan, the freshman, taking on the junior, number 10 rated in the country, Eric Schultz. Schultz now going on the offensive early, looking for the cradle. But they both go off the mat. Schultz 5-0 on the year, 2-0 in duels. 3 of his 5 matches of victory have come by bonus points. It also includes an early season ranked victory over Rutgers' Jordan Pagano, who is rated at number 16 in the country. Well, for Buchanan, he's probably wrestled the most out of anyone here on the mat. Record is 9-0. Won his weight class at both the Cowboy Invite and North Colorado Open. He is a freshman coming out from Loyal High School in Loyal, Wisconsin. Was a 2-time state champion and posted a 184-16 high school record in 4 seasons. Well, for Schultz, he's a 2-time NCAA qualifier, including a 4th place finish at the Big Ten Championships a year ago. And now Schultz looking to go deep in on a shot. He does. It's all about finishing at this point. And Buchanan with a nice recovery to get out of a bad position there. Minute 30 to go. Both go off the mat. They're going to reset. Stalling call on Buchanan. And now Schultz again driving Buchanan off the mat. Both are going to be up in neutral. Schultz also was 21-11 last year, and something he wants to improve on most certainly has to be his record against top 20 opponents. Last year he was 3-9. He's 1-0 this year. Of course, that win coming against Jordan Pagano, as mentioned earlier. And 2 years ago, as a freshman, did qualify for the NCAA championships, did not place, but finished 20-11, 10-4 in duels, and tied for second on the team with 10 dual wins. But right now, it's Schultz, rated number 10 in the country, stuck in a stalemate, and it's going to be a 1-point stall call on Buchanan, so a 1-0 lead for Schultz. And we do have a stalemate. They're going to reset, both standing up with 5 seconds to go in the opening period. End of the first period, the stall call, the only one going against Stephen Buchanan. 1-0, Eric Schultz leads.
Schultz leads 1-0.
And Schultz will begin on bottom to begin things here.
Hips over there, get your hips over there. Hips in. Move him, move it, shift, move him.
And Schultz comes away with a tough escape to make it 2-0, 30 seconds into the second period. And now Schultz continues to drive over Buchanan and gets the takedown, and a 4-0 lead, both on their feet immediately, but they go off the mat and they're going to reset. Escape for Buchanan to make it 4-1. Riding time not a factor. 18 seconds in favor of Schultz. So 50 seconds to go, second period. 4-1 the lead. Well, stuck in neutral. Schultz has certainly been the aggressor in this match. Buchanan goes in for a shot. And again, after fake one, goes after Schultz and gets the takedown to make it 4-3. Schultz on his feet, but Buchanan drives him back to the ground. 15 seconds to go. Both go off the mat. They'll be called out of bounds, and they'll reset back in the middle. Eight seconds. Nebraska bench wanted a locked hands call, but nothing is whistled, and we come to the end of the second period, and it's a slim 4-3 lead for Eric Schultz over Stephen Buchanan. As we go to the third, Buchanan will be on bottom, and with an escape would have an opportunity to tie things up. And there's the escape, purposely led up by Schultz to tie things up at 4-4. 49 seconds of riding time is accumulated for Schultz, so that might come into factor here as we get later into this match. 1:40 left in the third. Schultz with a quick attack there on the cusp of getting a takedown, and Buchanan does a nice job defensively. It doesn't allow up anything. 4-4. 1:10 to go.
One minute remaining in period number 3.
And Buchanan does have a foot of Schultz. Wyoming bench screaming at Buchanan. Buchanan's gonna drag Schultz back in, gets the 2-point takedown, and almost had Schultz in a vulnerable position. 6-4 lead here for Buchanan. They're gonna go off the mat, and Schultz will be on bottom. The 10th-ranked junior in trouble here with 34 seconds to go. Taylor Venz, you just saw in the previous match, was able to pull out a late victory. Can Schultz do it here? Schultz gets the 1-point escape. He's down 6-5. And there's a 2-point takedown for Schultz. 7-6. They go off the mat, and wow, folks, a quick turnaround for the junior, and he has a 7-6 lead. Riding time bonus point just eliminated for Buchanan. So he needs the escape to tie it. 5 seconds, holding on desperately. We have a stall warning. 4.9 seconds. If Schultz can hang on here. Hangs on. And he's going to get the win. Eric Schultz, a late takedown, gets the win. And gets Nebraska more points as they lead at 25-7.
Brian Andrews. And for your Husker, from Nixa, Missouri, Christian Lynch.
And an interesting development here in the heavyweight matchup to finish our night off. It will be number 14, Brian Anderson, for Wyoming, going to take on Nebraska's Christian Lantz. So instead of going with David Jensen, who according to Intermat was ranked number 13, it will be the senior transfer from Fort Hays State, Christian Lantz, with the start here tonight. And it's earned because he recently defeated David Jensen in the finals of the Journeyman Collegiate Classic in New York in sudden victory. That also included a win over number 19th ranked Christian Colucci of Rutgers. So Lantz certainly earning his keep, and will get the start here tonight against Andrews. Lantz 4-0 on the year. Last season, kind of hung behind Jensen and compiled an 8-4 record. But before coming to Nebraska, wrestled 3 years at Fort Hays State, going 54-14 in Division II, was able to qualify for the Division II National Championships in 2017 from Nixa, Missouri, where he won a 2015 state title at 220 pounds with a 56-1 senior year record. And to go along with that is Southwest Missouri Wrestler of the Year award. Both guys kind of feeling each other out early. Lantz goes in for a shot. Sprawl by Andrews. We have a stalemate call with 1:25 to go in the opening period. And keen in on Andrews, 4-0 on the year. Went 3-0 at the Cowboy Invite and won his division. Last season, qualified for the NCAA Championships as a number 19 seed with a 33-10 record, 16-4 in duels as a sophomore in his first season at Wyoming. Both guys transferring from somewhere else. It was Andrews who transferred from Northeastern Oklahoma A&M in Miami, Oklahoma, helped lead them to a national title and finished third in the NJCAA National Championships during All-American honors. And that year, he finished 43-5 with 23 pins. Andrews kind of throws Lantz down to the mat. Still tied at 0. 30 seconds left in the opening period here. The heavyweight position to finish off our night. Lantz going for a takedown. Both guys kind of stuck, but Lantz gets the 2 points. Andrews wanted to throw Lantz, but nothing going there. Andrews gets the escape, but the final seconds ticking off the clock here at the end of the first period. And we go to the second with Christian Lantz, a 2-1 lead over Andrews.
Lantz leads Andrews 2-1.
Andrews, a season ago, finished 4th at the Big 12 Championships, including a second-place finish at the Reno Tournament of Champions, where he lost the finals to Oklahoma State's Derek White, and also had a 7th-place finish at the Cliff Keen Invite as well. Andrews is from Grapevine High School in Grapevine, Texas, where he was a 3-time National High School Coaches Association All-American. Escape once again for Andrews to tie things up at 2. Now Lantz goes in for another shot. Got one leg, now needs to drive. Still nothing called. And Nebraska lets out sign of error as they a stalemate is called to put things up at 2-2. The Nebraska bench was going crazy and sat down in disappointment as they now, Andrews and Lantz both in neutral position. with 1:10 to go in the second period.
One minute remaining in the second period.
Still 2-2, 35 seconds left, second period. Our final match of the night. Nebraska has locked this one up. They have a 25-7 lead. And once again, looks like we have blood time for Christian Lance. He will get looked at. And again, it's quite a storyline that Christian Lance gets the start over David Jensen. Jensen last year did qualify for the NCAA championships, did not place, but he finished with a 16-9 overall record, was rated within the top 15, including a win over number 3 Sam Stoll of Iowa on February 3rd. So it was no easy win for Lance to be able to get over Jensen in the Collegiate Classic, the Journeyman Collegiate Classic, to get the start here tonight. And it's going to be an interesting development of whether or not Lance is going to be a consistent wrestler in that heavyweight position, because you know for sure Jensen is going to be eager to go out there and try to get his starting spot back. So something to look at in the future for this Nebraska team of who is giving me that consistent starter at that heavyweight position. And it was mentioned by Mark Manning that that was only one of the only spots on this roster where it was not clearly decided who was going to start. And we end the second period still tied at 2. Lance will go on bottom to begin the third. Minute and a half. Lance with a slim 3-2 lead. Jeff Ekstrom with you here on BTN Plus. Finishing up the night here between Nebraska and Wyoming. The number 3 Cornhuskers lock up a dual victory. Now just trying to put the finishing touches on an opening night win in front of this hometown crowd at the Devaney Center.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the third.
1 minute to go, and again, a 1-point lead. Really substantial in this match. That's been very low scoring. Really not a lot has gone on. 45 seconds to go. Andrews again went for a shot, nothing going. Again goes for another one, stalling warning on Nebraska. And Christian Lance, 20 seconds to go. One more stall and it would tie things up. Riding time not a factor. Both in neutral, 10 seconds to go. Lance just needed to hold on near the edge of the mat. And that is going to do it. Christian Lance holds on for a 3-2 win.